The Add-on Weightings tab on the EFA-EIA classification information page. Schools or districts are awarded extra funding when serving students with certain characteristics. Add-on weightings may be associated with the following categories: high achieving, academic assistance, limited English proficiency, pupils in poverty, special education, career and technical education, charter brick and mortar, and charter virtual. Let's discuss the how-to for coding some of these categories. Some very important information up front. For add-on weightings records to be updated, you or your district level PowerSchool administrator will need to run the SC24 PowerSchool report. This is the add-on weightings update report. And though many South Carolina reports can be run at either the school or district level, this report is most often run at the district level. PowerSchool users in the district need to communicate regularly with their district-level PowerSchool administrator to ensure that if at any point new values are entered or changes are made to add-on weightings data for any student at the school level, the SC24 report is run. Otherwise, these reports will reflect inaccurate data. You may be wondering how weighting is added to the funding for students. This slide shows funding levels for each add-on weighting category for the 2022-23 school year. Note that each category in the chart displayed here is awarded a specific level of funding. For example, students characterized as pupils in poverty, or PIP, are awarded an extra 50% of the base funding. Remember that for the 2022-23 school year, there are changes in pupil add-on weightings. However, please note that we are not expecting any required changes for PowerSchool fields and values and student coding within PowerSchool. This means that student identification in PowerSchool for weighting for the 2022-23 school year is the same as in previous years. The actual weighting changes are applied after the PowerSchool data are collected and sent over to the South Carolina Department of Education's Office of Finance. By clicking the Add-on Weightings tab, you'll find the current funding status for a student, as well as a history of status changes for that student. The top part of this screenshot shows the student's current status, and the bottom part shows the student's history. Be sure to stay up to date on South Carolina state reporting releases. ESL values may be updated with South Carolina state reporting releases, and these values will trigger the add-on weighting for the student. It's important to ensure accurate data entry for limited English proficiency, dual credit, and pupils in poverty, and some of these data are entered in some places other than the EFA-EIA classification information page. As of the 2022-23 school year, there are weightings for limited English proficiency and pupils in poverty, and there have been weightings for dual credit in the past. The English proficiency level, PL field, located on the South Carolina Student Information page, displays the selection in drop-down format. See the labels English Proficiency Levels, PL, and PL Progression. From the English PL field, you can select the most accurate value for your student, 1 through 5, 6.0, 8, 9, A1 through A3, M1 through M4, 10, 11, or AW. When you select certain values for a student, this will trigger add-on weightings funding, and the LEP indicator on the add-on weighting page will display yes for current status. From the PL Progression field, you can select the decimal place to define the 1 through 5 level. For example, if your student level in progression is 3.3, then select 3 developing as the value for English proficiency, and the 0.3 value as the progression level. You will not see the PL Progression additional field appear with values 6.0 and above. Please check your South Carolina state reporting release to ensure that you have the latest version so that you can assign the updated values. Keep in mind there are specific requirements for coding students for limited English proficiency funding. These students must be evaluated within the first 10 days of school, and the results from that evaluation must be entered into PowerSchool within the first 45 days of school. There is not a history tab to edit or to add LEP records, as there is with other categories we've discussed. While this is not the case for the 2022-23 school year, dual credit add-on weighting has previously been awarded to students enrolled in dual credit courses for at least 30 days. The number of enrollment days for dual credit is determined by a student's entry and exit dates into a course section, as well as the student's entry and exit dates into the school. The specific course section must be an approved dual credit course with an E in the 7th position of the course number, and that course must be entered into the student's schedule. There are a couple of PowerSchool fields which, if coded a certain way, will trigger Pupils in Poverty or PIP funding. If the migrant field on the South Carolina Student Information page is checked for a student, that student will receive PIP funding. If the foster home field on the South Carolina Student Information page is set to Y, a student will be funded for PIP. And if the primary nighttime residence field on the Homeless Student Information page is set to S, D, U, or H, the student will receive PIP funding. There is not currently a tab for you to choose or a page on which you can edit or add Pupils in Poverty records, but you can view a student's status on the Add-on Weightings tab. In addition, there are several hidden PowerSchool fields that will trigger PIP funding. Please note an update for 2022-23. Students served in licensed residential treatment facilities, RTFs, for children and adolescents as defined under Section 447130 of the 1976 Code shall receive a weighting of 2.10. Enter the appropriate RTF code using the Special Programs page. The Add-on Weightings History tab on the EFA-EIA Classification Information page. Returning to the EFA-EIA Classification Information page, note the Add-on Weightings History tab, where you can delete a student's historical add-on weightings records. Before deleting any records from this page, please consult your district PowerSchool administrator.